ओम आप्यायन्तु ममाङ्गानि वाक्प्राणश्चक्षुश्रोत्रमथो बलम् इन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि सर्वं ब्रह्मोपनिषदम् माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम् मा ब्रह्म निराकरोत् अनिराकरणमस्तु अनिराकरणं मे अस्तु तदात्मनि निरते उपनिषत्सु धर्मा ते मयि सन्तु ओम शांति शांति शांति. In the Chandogya Upanishad, in the 4th chapter, we read up to 3 sections, and in a little roundabout way we have been told that everything is food, everything is eater. So the whole thing is one. As we look upon it, it gets divided into eater and eaten, but they are not actually different. The cause is one. One cause appears as food, same cause appears as eater. And so there is no difference. And so this is the nature of Saguna Brahma, and we have been described that if you realize this Saguna Brahma, then whatever anybody is doing, the fruit, the result of that karma will accrue to you, because your consciousness will cover his consciousness, anybody's consciousness. You are covered because you have identified with the Saguna Brahma, the all-pervading Brahma. So wherever, whatever anybody knows, you know that, and the result of anybody's karma, you are getting that, because everything is nothing but that Saguna Brahma with which you are feeling identified. So that is the message of these first 3 sections through the story of Raikwa and other people and all that. Now, same truth has to be repeatedly told, as we found. All this is supporting the 14th section of the 3rd chapter, where in a very direct way we have been told that you have to worship the Saguna Brahma. So all these stand as support to that Saguna Brahma, which you have to worship, which you have to do meditation on, contemplation, and you have to realize your unity with that. So now a new story. This story is very direct, very beautiful. So let us come to this new story. So, Satyakamo ha Jabalo. Jabalam mataram amantrayan chakre. Brahmacharyam bhavati vivatsyami. Kim gotro nu ahamasmiti. Introduction by Shankaracharya we have read already, that Sarvam Vagadi Agnyadi cha Anna Dattvat Sansutam Jagad Ekikritya Shodashadha Pravibhajya Tasmin Brahma Drishtir Vidhatavya Iti Arabhyate. The universe described as food and eater have to be combined, and that one entity has to be divided in 16 parts, and we are to be taught that all this is Brahman. Now there is a story through which it is being told, Shraddha Tapasa Brahmopasana Angatve Pradarsanaya Akhyayika. The story is meant to show that Shraddha and Tapasya are necessary to realize Brahman. Now, what is the story? Satyakam was the son of Jabala. Satyakam was the son of Jabala. Jabala is a lady's name. So, Satyakam's mother was Jabala. Javalam Mataram Amantrayan Chakre. So he went up to his mother Javala and said to her, told her, Brahmacharyam bhavati vivatsyami bhavati, O my mother, O my honorable mother, I want to stay as a celibate student. What is this? Brahmachari? Celibate student? It is not simply a celibate student. The old type of education was to live with a guru and follow all the rules prescribed of that institution. That is called a brahmachari. Brahmachari does not simply mean a celibate. Brahmachari means one who follows all the rules of the institution which he joins, all the hard rules, all the tapasya, austerity in the rules, and he has to follow them. Also we know that he is invested with a sacred thread. We know that he is taught Gayatri Upasana. All these are included in his life as brahmachari. So that is brahmachari, not simply a celibate student. So meaning is, I want to go and join a university. I want to go and join an institution of education. I want to live with a teacher who is teaching in his institution. Some teacher, they have big ashramas, and one of them, I want to go and live there as directed by him. All this meaning is included in Brahmacharyam Vivatsyami. Now it requires something. Mother is not taking the child there. Father has to take. Father is not there. So there they will ask, what is your name? What is father's name? What is your surname? To which lineage you belong? That they will must ask. And that Satyakam knows, because he has seen his friends or others going and they're asking their names. So he asks his mother, Mother, please tell me to which lineage I belong. He could have asked, what is my father's name? And to which lineage my father belongs. So automatically belong to that. But in the house, he is not seeing his father. He assumes or he knows that father has passed away. And that is why the mother is widow. And that is why he is asking his mother instead of asking his father, because father is not there. So this story, we have to think of all connections of this story, then only we read this story. So, he asked, Mother, Kim Gotro no aham syam iti? His question is, to which lineage I belong? This includes everything. Satyakamo namata. Satyakam was his name. Her shabda aitiyartha. Her tells us that this is actual history. Jabalaya apatyam. He was the son of Jabala. Jabalo, so he is called Jabala. Jabalam swam mataram, to Jabal, Jabala, his own mother. Amantrayan chakre, Amantrita one went near her and addressed her. Brahmacharyam Swadhyaya Grahanaya. I want to study Vedas. For that, I want to go to some teacher. Shankar says, Brahmacharya means this, because I want to study myself Vedas, and Sadhya means studying the Vedas. That is the definitive meaning of Sadhya. So, I want to go as Brahmacharya means I want to study the Vedas. Hey Bhavati, oh Honorable Mother, Vivatsyami, I will stay Acharya Kule. I will stay in some Guru's house, Guru's ashrama. Kim Gotro Ham, Kim Asya Mama, this me, myself, Gotram, which is my Gotra, Soham Kim Gotro no Aham Asmiti. So he asks, to what Gotra I belong? Shankar says it means, what is my Gotra? Now what she says. Sa ha enam uvacha na aham etad veda tata yad gotra stamasi बहु अहम चरंती परिचारिणी यौवने त्वाम अलभे सा अहम एतन्न वेद यद गोत्रः त्वमसि जबाला तु नाम अहमस्मि सत्यकामो नाम त्वमसि स सत्यकाम एव जाबालो ब्रूयिथा इति. Now, this is something highly significant, and Shankar has tried to somehow connect this in that and that. Let us take it in the plain way. It is known that she told him, my son, my dear son, I do not know this fact to which lineage you belong. I used to serve. I was a maid servant. I used to serve many people. Paricharini, maid servant. Yauvane tvam alave. In my youth. That means she is not young now. Satyakam has become big enough to go to Guru. So when I was young, I was a maid servant, serving in many houses. Plain meaning we are taking. So am alabhe, at that time I got you. Sa aham, that I, etanna veda, I did not know yad gotra samasi, to which lineage you belong. Jabala tu nama aham asmi, I know that my name is Jabala. Satyakamo nama tamasi, your name is Satyakam. Now so many questions will arise in our mind. Who has given that name? Father or mother herself? And if father has given that name, what was the father's name? When Jabala was married, without her knowing father's name, and without knowing to which lineage her husband belongs, it does not seem so easy. Perhaps she was not married. Perhaps she was still in her father's house. Perhaps she was working as a maid servant in many houses. And so, through who she conceived, that she does not know. That seems to be the plain meaning. Because later on his Guru will say, damaging truth you have told about yourself. So if this was the only thing that he does not know, Kula, that will not become damaging. Anyway, we shall take, as Shankar says, but this seems very plain. The language is not crooked. Charanti, I was serving in many places. Paricharika, I was maid servant, Yavane, in my youth, and I got you at that time. So, it appears that she might have lived in her father's house, and because there was no other income, she must have worked as a maid servant. And while serving in many houses, through whom she got Satyakam, that she does not know. And so what can she say? She has very lovingly reared up Satyakam, that much she knows. So that much she tells that I am your mother, I am your loving mother, you are my beloved son. That much I know. I do not know your father's name, I do not know to which lineage he belonged. So in a very plain truth, she was a very plain lady, truthful, though she was by circumstances, she was a maidservant, yet she had not lost her truthfulness. She was ready to undergo any austerity, and that is the lesson we learn. So, that is what she told. You go to some university, some institution, and as you say, they will ask you to which lineage you belong, because they are more interested not in father's name. Now, in many parts of India, also in many foreign countries, what is important is the family name. Take Bengal, for instance. Bengal, there is a very big name, but that is a person's name. Subhash Chandra Bose. So Bose is the family name. Subhash Chandra, both are his names, parts of his name. Radha, Kumuda, so and so. In Maharashtra, in Gujarat also, I believe father's name is an essential part of his name. If the name appears double, it is not double. Just the other day we heard Narendra Damodar Das Modi. So Damodar Das is the name of Narendra's father, and Modi is the clan. Modi is the family name, surname. Same thing in Maharashtra. So and so, so and so, so and so. That so and so is surname. Middle name, as they call it, is father's name. We go still south in the Tamil Nadu and other states. Name is main. Father's name is as initial is attached before. And in Maharashtra, if a person is from such and such village, he adds that as his family name. In Tamil Nadu also, that village name first, father's name next, in initials. Sometimes full. There was a famous politician, Bezwada Gopal Reddy. Reddy is the name of a clan. Gopal is his name. Bezwada is the town where he was born. So, throughout the world, if you go, England, France, in France, de Gaulle, de Amok. De means of. It is similar to Maharashtra, Karmar Kar. So that Kar is of. De. So different styles are there throughout the world. And so, what is asked? What we were called in school, college? Oh, so and so means family name. In Bengal, your name. Maybe family may be something, but so and so, born in such and such family to such and such father. So this father may not be everywhere, but family and your name. So that is what he will ask. What is your family name? And then he must tell his name definitely. That goes without saying. And nobody asked mother's name in those days. These days, a fashion has come, women empowerment, and the Chief Minister of Maharashtra, he said, I am such and such, mother's name Fadnavis. So Fadnavis is family name. And he took his mother's name. Following him, other ministers also put their names, mother's names. So that is a fashion. Maybe very good fashion. So what I am trying to tell is, the first thing they will ask, other than your name, is your family name. Some places father's name, some places not there. So main is family name. Some people do not put that. Sherman is not family name. It only signifies that you are a Brahmin. Varman means you are a Kshatriya. It is not a family name. So many styles are there. We have to imagine that in the olden days, your name, family name, these were the two things being asked. So that was expected. And Javala accepted that they will ask you. So she has told like this. Evam Prishta, when she was asked like that, Javala saw that Javala, her, means well known, Enam Putramuvacha, to this. Enam is in mantra, meaning Putram, son. Nametat tava gotram veda. I do not know this, which is your family. He tata, yad gotrastvamasi, kasman na vedsi. Shankar says, the son must have asked her, why you do not know? Iti uktaha, when she was asked like that, she said, Bahu bhartrugruhe paricharya jatam atitya bhagatadi charantiyam. Bhartrugruhe, in husband's house. Paricharya jatam atitya abhyagatadi. So, guests and those people who visited, I used to serve them in many ways. Paricharini, I was a maid servant. I was a servant, Shankar says, doing service. Iti paricharana shila eva aham. So, my habit, my work was only to do seva. Is that true? Let it go now. Huh? Paricharana chittataya, because my mind was completely given to serving. Gotradi smarane mama mano nabhut. So my mind did not go towards remembering the lineage. Yauvanecha tatkale, those days, my youth, Tvam alave, labdavati asmi, I got you. Tadaivate pita uparata, and immediately after that your father died. Ato anatha aham, so I was left an orphan. Sa aham etanna veda, so I could not know this. Yad gotrastamasi, to which lineage you belong. Javalatu nama aham asmi, I know my name is Jabala. Satyakamo nama tamasi. Your name is Satyakam. Satvam Satyakama eva aham Jabalo asmiti acharyaya bruvitha. So to your teacher, you tell this much. I am Satyakam. My mother's name is Jabala. Yadi acharyana prushta ityabhipraya. If the teacher asks, then that is the meaning. Saha Haridrumatam Gautamam etya uvacha brahmacharyam bhagavati vatsyami upeyam bhagavantamiti. O revered sir, he went to Haridrumata Gautama. Now Gautama is a lion. Haridrumata means son of Haridruma. So he is not telling the teacher's name also. Son of Haridruma, Gautama, lineage. Etya went to him, Uvacha, and said, Brahmacharyam Bhagavati Vatsyami, I will stay with you as a brahmachari. I told you already, it does not simply mean celibate student. I will stay with you, following all the rules which you prescribe. I will learn from you. Upeyam Bhagavantamiti. Upeyam means that is for what? I have come near you. Sa Satyakamo Haridrumatam Haridrumato Apatyam. Haridrumatam means Haridruma's son. Gautamam Gotrata. So by lineage he was Gautam. Etya Gatva. Going there, Uvacha said, Brahmacharyam Bhagavati Pujavati. Bhagavati does not mean God. Bhagavati means revered, sir. Pujavati. Toi Vatsyami, living near you, I want to live. Upeyam Upagacheyam. I have come to you. Shishyataya Bhagavantam. O revered, come. I have come to you as a disciple. Not simply student. Disciple. Following the Guru. Tamha uvacha kim gotro nu soumya asiti saha uvacha naham etad veda. Bho yad gotro ham asmi aprucham mataram sama pratyabravit बहु अहम चरंती परिचारिणी यौवने त्वामवलभे सा अहम एतन्न वेद यद्गोत्रस्तमसि जबाला तु नाम अहमस्मि सत्यकामो नाम तमसि इति सोहम सत्यकामो जाबालो अस्मि भो इति. So he repeated exactly verbatim as his mother had told him. Gautama, that teacher, asked him to Kim Gotro. Soumya, my dear, to which lineage you belong? He said, I do not know this, sir, to which lineage I belong. I asked my mother. She replied to me that she was serving in many houses like a maid servant in her youth. At that time, she said she got me, and she told me that therefore she does not know to which lineage I belong. She told me that her name is Madhyavala and my name is Satyakam. So she told me to tell like this that I am Satyakam, the son of Javala. Revered sir, Iti Uktavantam, when he went and said that I have come to stay with you as a brahmachari, as your disciple, Tam Hovacha Gautama, that Gautam asked him, Kim Gotro nu Soumyasi, O my dear, to which lineage you belong, iti Vijnata Kulagotra Shishya Upanetavya iti. So, after knowing which is his lineage, the Shishya should be accepted as Shishya. Why? You see, the family traits are present in the boy. And so, if he knows to which lineage he belongs, he will know what type of sanskaras he is, how he should be taught. So, teaching in those ways depended upon the methods, depended upon his background. So, he wanted to ask what lineage you belong to. Pratyaha Satyakama, when he was asked like that, Satyakama replied, Saha uvacha nam etad veta bho yad gotraham asmi. Sir, I do not know to which lineage I belong. Kim tu aprucham. I had asked mother, mataram, asmi mataram, sa maya prushta, mam pratyabravin mata, bahu am charanti ityadi purvavat. So Shankar says that commentary you accept here, whatever she had said. Tasya aham vacha smarami. I remember what she told me. So ham satya kamo jabalo asmi bhoit. Hey, revered sir, I am that Satyakam, son of Javala. Tamha uvacha na etad brahmano vivaktumarhati na etad abrahmano vivaktumarhati samidam soumya ahara upatvaneshe na satyad agayiti tam upaniya krushanam abalanam chatushataga nirakritya avot uvacha ima soumya अनुसंव्रजयति अभिप्रस्थापयन् उवाच न असहस्रेण आवर्तयेति सह वर्षगणं प्रवास ता यदा सहस्रं संपेदु to him he said, a non-Brahmin cannot dare to say such thing, damaging truth. A non-Brahmin dare not to say. That means only a Brahmin will say. Other people will try to hide it in some form or the other. So from what you have to gather, you gather. Samidam somya ahara. So bring firewood. In those days, getting registered as a student required to do some homa or required to bring firewood as the fees, as the entry method. That may be stored, and whenever there would be homa, that will be used. So that was the method. No fees were accepted. No fees were claimed. Education was free. In the end, sometimes Guru Dakshina was asked, but not in the beginning. How the boarding schools were run? Through kings or big people, they used to give grants, donations to these acharyas, and how that acharya will teach was his independent method. The donors won't interfere. So that was actually decentralization of governance. The rich people, the government, if any, would give grants to universities, to acharyas, will not interfere in their methods. Each acharya was recognized. Recognized acharyas were free to deal with their students as they deem fit. Those were the wonderful methods in those days. So we shall find here, he said, oh my dear, bring some firewood. I will take you as a student. Upaneshami, as I told you, some ritual was made. Gayatri was taught. Certain other things were told. In that way, it was accepted a boy as a student. Upaneshami. No satyadaga iti. You did not swerve from truth. So I will accept you as a disciple. Other than Brahmins would not say like that. You have said, you did not swerve from truth. So I will accept you. You bring some fuel, we will finish the formalities. Iti tam upaniya. So in this way he did the ritual for accepting him. Then what he did? Methods of teaching. The acharyas could read the mind, though he did not tell him the kula, but the acharya could find what is his mind made of. So he thought best to put him to some austerity. He took 400 of his cows. Which 400? Who were lean and thin, powerless. Nirakritya, that means he had many cows. From that he selected 400, took them away. Somya anusamraja iti. Oh my dear, serve them. Go behind them. Anusamraja. Go behind them. That means take them to forest and remain with them in the forest. Don't come back. Ta abhiprasthapayan uvacha. He said to himself while taking those cows, na asasrena avarteya iti. So this 1,000 was fixed by him because some objective is there, he can be satisfied that I have served them. When to take back? When I feel that I have served them. How shall I feel I served them? They will grow in number. And so, when they become 1,000, till they become 1,000, I will not take them home. Saha Varshaganam Pravasa. So he remained outside the ashram for many years. Tayada Sahasram Sampedu. When they become 1,000, then what? Next mantra. Tam hovacha Gautama. To him Gautama told, Naitad vacho abrahmano visheshena vaktumarhati. Other than Brahmin, specially, nobody could say this. Arjavartham samyuktam, because it is very plain, direct, straightforward. Rujavo hi brahmana na etere savavata. So Brahmins are by their nature straightforward. Others are not like that. Yasmad na satyad brahmana jati dharmad aga. Because you did not serve from truth, which is the habit of Brahmins. Na apetavanasi ato brahmanam tam upaneshye. So you are a Brahmin and I shall take you as a student. Ata sanskarartham, to complete that ritual, homaya, through some homa. Samidam, somya ahara, bring some fuel, firewood, oh my dear. Iti uktva tam upaniya krusha. Said this, he brought and he did the ritual required for registering. Krushanam, Abalanam. So, meaning of both these words, Krushanam, Abalanam is go yuthat nirakritya. From the collection of cows which he had, he separated Chatvari Shatani, 400. Gavam Uvacha, and told him, Ima ga somya anusamraja. Anu Samraja, then Anu Samraja means go behind them. But here, after that, here it is not given. Okay. Agacha, he has not given. Go. Iti ukta ta aranyam pratyavivasaya. So, he, while going toward the forest, Uvacha said, Na asahasrena apurnena sahasrena navarteya. I will not come back till they become 1,000. So eva muktva ga aranyam trunodaka bahulam dvandarahitam pravesya. So he went to a forest where lot of water and grass was there and no competitor was there. Such a forest he entered, pravesya sa varshaganam dirgham, for a long years. Provasa proshitavan, remained outside this ashrama. The samyak gavo rakshita, when he protected the cows very nicely. Yada yasmin kale sasram sampedu, when they become completed 1,000 in number. There ends the 4th section. We enter the 5th section. Atha enam rishabho abhivada satyakama iti bhagava iti ha pratishushrav prapta somya sahasram sma prapayana acharya kulam. Now there he became so busy in service that he did not count even 1,000. So one of the bulls told him, Atha, after that, her well-known enam, this Satyakam, Rishabha Abhivada, one bull told him, Satyakama iti, this Pluta, Dirga, double Dirga, is for calling him, Sambodhan. Iti. Bhagava iti, he asked, revered sir, what you want? Sa pratishushrav, he told, bull told him, prapta somya sahasram sma. Oh my dear, we have become 1,000. Prapayana acharya kulam, take us back to Acharya's ashrama. Tametam shraddha tapobhyam siddham. So he was perfected through faith and austerity. Vayu devata dik sambandhini tushta. So we are told in the previous thing, Vayu is the devata of directions. So that devata was pleased. Sati Rishabham anupravishya arsham abhavam apannan anugrahaya. So that Vayu devata entered a bull to grace him. She became like a bull, Vayu devata, and said, Atha enam rishabho abhivada. So that bull said, being filled up by Vayu Devata. Prana, Hiranyagarbha, Satyakama, he said, Satyakam, Bhagavati, Aprati-shushrava, he replied saying, Oh, revered sir, Prativachanam Dadau, he replied, Prapta Somya Sahasram Sma, Oh my dear, we have reached 1000, Purna Tava Pratijna, what you had vowed is completed. Ata Prapayano Asman Acharya Kulam. So now take us to Acharya Kulam. He says that Brahma himself took the form of that bull by entering that bull and through that bull's mouth told him. So apparently the bull told him. Actually the God Hiranyagarbha Prana that he told him, Vayu Devata. Brahmanascha te padam bravaniti bravitu me bhagavaniti tasmaiha uvacha prachi dikkala pratichi dikkala dakshina dikkala udichi dikkala eshavai somya chatushkala pado brahmana prakashavan nama. I am telling you Brahma's 4 quarters. He said, Revered sir, please do tell me. He replied to him, East direction is a 4th part of Brahma. West direction is another 4th part of Brahma. North direction is another. My dear, south direction is another, north direction is another. So in this way, 4 parts of 4th part of Brahma I have told you. So he told 1/4, of which there are 4 parts. Like that 4 people will tell, so in 16 parts, the whole Brahman will be told. That is what Shankara said. Okay? Now this, many things we have to learn from here which is not written. That when he was coming back, he stopped in some place when the evening came, worshipped fire. So all that was taught by Gautama, though not mentioned directly. But when he was accepted as a student, all these were taught to him. Evening you do like that. So he did. Aham Brahmana parasyate tubhyam padam bravani kathayami. I think time is still left, but we'll complete the story next Wednesday. Enough today. Om Apyayantu mamangani vakpranashchakshusrotramatho balam indriyani cha sarvani sarvam brahma upanishadam maham brahma nirakuryam mama brahma nirakarot anirakaranamastu anirakaranam me astu tadatmani nirateya upanishadsu dharma te mahi santu Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanam